Hello and welcome back. We are down to the last 8 teams at Euro 2024 in Germany. The round of 16 threw up some surprising results. Italy being knocked out, Turkey getting through to the last 8 as well. From my point of view, my predictions weren't great, but top scorer last week in our Super Brew League with 11.5 points was Perio 10-20. And Perio correctly predicted the 1-0 win for France over Belgium and England's 2-1 victory against Slovakia in extra time. How that affects the overall leaderboard now in our predictions league? Well, summer of 2018 is still there, top of the tree on 47 points, and Harry Doherty and the Philosopher both on 42.5 points. So, 4 games to predict. These games take place on Friday the 5th of July and Saturday the 6th of July. And it all kicks off with Spain taking on the hosts Germany at the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Stuttgart, also known as the Stuttgart Arena. Spain in the quarterfinals, coming back from 1-0 down to soundly beat Georgia, or actually smashed Georgia in the end 4-1. And Germany, it was a decent showing against Denmark and they polished them off 2-0. Now, Germany have only beaten Spain once in their last 8 meetings, which was way back in 2014 in a 1-0 friendly win in Spain. Spain have won 8 of these matches, Germany 9, and they've drawn 9 times as well. Spain, the only team in the competition to win all their matches. Okay, Germany have won 3 of their 4 and drawing the other one, which was against Switzerland. So this one's going to be very close, I imagine. Spain going forward, especially with their wingers of Yamai and Nico Williams, look really dangerous, and Germany are going to have to stop those two to have any real chance of going through to the semi-final. Germany in their homeland will be backed by a massive crowd as well, but Spain's form over Germany recently has been excellent, and in this tournament they look good as well. I think they will concede in this match, but ultimately I see Spain coming through to knock the hosts out, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to Spain. The second match on Friday, which takes place at 8 o'clock, sees Portugal taking on France, and you've got to say Portugal were very lucky to come through against Slovenia. Susko, the Slovenia striker, had a 1-on-1 late in that match against Portugal, and he really should have scored in that one, but it went through to extra time, still 0-0 after extra time, and went to penalties. And Portugal, with Ronaldo, after he missed a penalty in normal time, he slotted the first one away, and the Portuguese keeper saved 3 penalty spots from Slovenia, and Portugal make it through to the quarterfinals by the skin of their teeth. France came through a very narrow victory against Belgium themselves, although overall you've got to say France really deserved it. French looked really solid in defence, and going forward, okay, Mbappe looked to be playing a little bit too deep for my liking, but they got the job done in the end. Another tough one to predict, this one. Portugal's record against France hasn't been great. They've only beaten the French once in their last 14 matches. Okay, that was back in the European Championships in 2016. Incidentally, Portugal have only beaten France 6 times in their history, with the French racking up 19 wins in that period. They've also scored 52 goals to Portuguese 31. So this one, I think it's going to be another tight match. Ronaldo, I think he's had the most attempts on goal in these championships by any player as well. But ultimately, I think that French defence are going to keep the Portuguese at bay, and I can see the French winning this one narrowly 1-0. We then head over to Düsseldorf on Saturday. This takes place at 5 p.m. We've got England coming up against Switzerland. Now, England look to be dead and buried in that match against Slovakia. Jude Bellingham with that spectacular overhead kick, and what was it, the 94th or 95th minute to take England into extra time, and then Harry Kane pops up with a header in the first few minutes of extra time to see off Slovakia 2-1. Very unlucky by Slovakia that they didn't go through. And Switzerland themselves, they were very, very impressive with a comprehensive victory against Italy. Italy didn't look great. They did kind of throw the kitchen sink at the Swiss late in that second half, but ultimately Switzerland win. Form-wise, you've got to look at, in this competition, Switzerland to actually get through against England, but England looking very, very lucky at the moment. In the head-to-head situation between these two teams, England have won 18 times. Switzerland have only had 3 victories in their time against England. There's been 6 draws, with England scoring 39 goals and Switzerland 20. And incidentally, the Swiss haven't been in England in 14 matches. Last time they actually beat England was in the qualifying campaign of the World Cup back in 1981. So form in these championships looks to be favouring Switzerland, but I think England will come through. They're due a performance, and I think they'll get it in this one. And I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory, and I can see that happening in 90 minutes, even though Switzerland have been playing very, very well. Next up, the final fixture of the quarterfinals see the Netherlands coming up against Turkey. You've got to say, the Dutch, Holland, the Netherlands, an excellent win against Romania. Romania give them a few little scares in the first half, but in the second half the Dutch took control, and it really was comfortable in the end against Romania. Romania in front of goal were a little bit toughless, weren't they? And Turkey, an excellent victory against Austria. All these goals coming from set pieces, free kick and a couple of corners. Delivery from Ada Gela from Turkey was absolutely phenomenal. Puts the keeper under so much pressure, and Turkey finished off their goals with aplomb, really. Going up 2-0 and conceded late. And the Turkish keeper pulling off a world-class save to deny Austria going into extra time at the end of that match, and the fans went absolutely ballistic in the end in the stadium. Looking at this historically between the Dutch and Turkey, well, the Netherlands have got the upper hand with 6 victories to the Dutch and 4 victories to Turkey. They've also played out 4 draws as well. So my heart in this one says Austria, but my head, I've got to look at the performance of the Dutch against Romania. They were very, very good. It could go to extra time in this one. Not sure if it'll end 1-1 at the end of 90 minutes. I know that Turkey, they've got a few disciplinary problems. A lot of players walking the disciplinary tightrope, but I am going to go for a 2-1 victory to the Netherlands. So let's have a quick recap. So gone for Spain to beat Germany 2-1, France to beat Portugal 1-0, England to beat Switzerland 2-0, and the Netherlands to beat Turkey 2-1. So those are my predictions. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Super Brew website. Really hotting up now. We've got the creme de la creme in the quarterfinals. Who will reach the semi-finals next week? Let me know in the comment section, and your predictions as well. I'm really enjoying these championships. Hopefully you are as well. Enjoy the games on Friday and Saturday, and I'll see you all in the next video.